Why is Facebook getting sued? Facebook is a company that isn't a stranger to the court and controversies, and has always managed to somehow get away with all of it. And this time, it is being sued by the 48 Attorney General and the FTC, Federal Trade Commission. To find out why, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for future notifications. The beginning. To find out why the company is in this situation, we need to go back to 2012 when Mark Zuckerberg bought Instagram for a whopping $1 billion, and then in 2014 buying WhatsApp for a jaw-dropping $19 billion. The four main apps that Zuckerberg oversees boasts more than 1 billion users each. This just shows how much power and control Zuckerberg has. Why Instagram? Instagram is now 100 times more valuable than it was when Facebook bought it. According to Bloomberg, Instagram could be worth $100 billion if it were its own company and not a division of Facebook. Zuckerberg was afraid because for the first time, a company had risen that could not only eat its lunch, but also destroy its future prospects. Because Instagram has an edge, it's a mobile app. Facebook's mobile app isn't the best in the world because their internal ideology is of a desktop-centric internet company, and Instagram was the opposite. And it had what Facebook lacked, a passionate community. Why WhatsApp? People think that buying WhatsApp for a breathtaking $19 billion was a stupid move from Facebook. But you should rethink this statement. It's not a stupid move, it's a bold move, because WhatsApp is a small company and has only 50 employees as of today. Assuming an all-in cost of $200,000 per employee, that's a total cost base of $10 million yearly. And if it continues to grow, it's safe to assume the company will be able to bring in $1 billion revenue yearly. Almost all of that is profit. What's the argument from the government and from Facebook? There's a reason that Instagram and WhatsApp are at the heart of the state and federal lawsuits. Trying to reduce competition by purchasing rivals is an explicit violation of America's antitrust laws. That's exactly what government lawyers say Facebook did and will keep doing. The tricky thing, however, is that the government had given Facebook permission to buy Instagram and WhatsApp in 2012 and 2014. Facebook's argument is that it's unfair for government officials to try a do-over now, and that Facebook made Instagram and WhatsApp better than they could have been on their own. What will happen to the people who use Facebook? Lawsuits like this might take years to resolve, so it's safe to say that your experience with Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or Messenger won't suddenly be different tomorrow. The more immediate impact from this legal fight could cause subtle changes to these social apps, because Facebook will have one eye on its court cases. Already, Facebook is working to make messaging features in multiple apps blend together more seamlessly behind the scenes, which could make it more difficult if Facebook loses. It's also possible that Facebook might hold off on new acquisitions or features in development to avoid hurting the company's legal arguments. In short, nothing will happen to the people who use these social media apps. Why now? Some government officials had tough words for Facebook on Wednesday, but they ignored two important points. Number one, they are suing Facebook only after years of their failures to restrain its power, and also because now, there is the political will to do so. Number two, the Federal Trade Commission is the same government agency that was pilloried last year for extracting a manageable fine from Facebook and requiring privacy policy changes at the company with uncertain benefits for those of us who use the company's apps. The same agency approved the acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp. And the FTC, Congress, and other government authorities have done little to rewrite the rules of the internet to protect Americans' privacy, restrict corporate power, or decide how to balance freedom of expression online with safety for all. Maybe the hard-to-win lawsuits against Google and Facebook wouldn't have been necessary if the government had acted sooner rather than later. What will happen to Facebook? One thing is certain, whether they're being sued or not, the recent extra attention on everything they do will change them forever. For example, in an interview last year, Bill Gates said that if Microsoft had not been distracted by government antitrust lawsuits that started in 1998, his company's Windows, and not Google's Android, could have been the world's most popular smartphone system. Gates was reflecting a common view among company executives of the time that the lawsuits made Microsoft more cautious, and as a result, the company missed its chances to go in new directions. Gates was engaging in some revisionist history, but it is possible that Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, or even Microsoft again could change their behavior because they're bogged down by court cases or worried about looking like bullies. What's next? One thing that can be nagging about the Facebook antitrust lawsuits is that people who want to change these companies, the internet, and the American economy sometimes see the lawsuits as a catch-all, fix-all solution. But antitrust cases, even if they're successful, won't necessarily address all the various and sometimes inconsistent grievances many people have with those two companies or big tech overall. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Also, if you have any suggestions, ideas, or topics you want to see a video on, please let us know down in the comments below. We'll be sure to read all the comments. Till next time, goodbye.